Now, am I audible to everybody now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will move for the method in Javas. Okay. So method means what? The functionality what we will be writing into Java, that is called as a method. So in general, when we talk about methods, method is a way of performing any task. Method is a way of performing any task. Similarly, the method in Java is a collection of instruction that perform a specific task. It provides a reusability of the code that we have seen in the morning session, and it can also specify, modify codes or using methods. So when we are learning methods in Java, we need to know what are the types of methods, then the method description, how declaration, how it is done, and how we can call the methods in Java. So three things we need to understand: what is type of method, second one is method declaration, and third one, how can we call the methods. Okay, so what is method in Java? Again, we'll go into detail about that. A method is a block of code or a collection of statements or a set of code grouped together to perform a certain task or operation. This is the only definition. Okay, so this is the only definition that we need to understand whenever we are working with the methods. So it is just a group of code statements or a set of code ग्रुप टुगेदर टू परफॉर्म सम ऑपरेशन, दैट्स इट. हमारा कुछ काम जो करना है हम ये फंक्शन को अलॉट करेंगे, दैट्स इट. सो इट इज़ अ यूज फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ रीयूजेबिलिटी. सो हमारा मेन इंटेंशन होता है वी विल बी मेकिंग द कोड रीयूजेबल अगेन एंड अगेन. So I will be writing methods once you use it may be used many multiple times, and the main intention of writing a method is that you should write a code again and again. There should not be a code that should be written again and again. So there are two ways, that is one called as a modification. I will highlight with some another color. One we have to do a modification, and second one we have to do readability of what, of code. Just by adding or removing a chunk of code, the method is executed only when we call or invoke it. So the main method that is the heart of any Java programming is your main method. So first we need to understand what is exactly the main function, and then after that we will be moving to how to create a function. So how this main function is, declaration is very simple. They have the keyword like public static void main, into bracket we have write string.arg. The intention is very simple. Public is an access specifier, static is a keyword, void is a return type, and the main is the name of the method. So here the name of the method is main, and we are passing some arguments, that is nothing but the array of strings. Array of strings. Okay. So these are the four things basically which are coming in the declaration of any main function. So the public, why we say public, because it is very simple. This is an access specifier, everyone knows. We should write a keyword public because in the main function, because that is a JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, can identify the execution point of the program from where it has to start, and we can use a private, protected, and default before the main. Okay, based on a situation how it is being used, but is will not be visible if you are using private, protected, and default. It will not be visible in Java Virtual Machine. So this is the only one thing you have to keep in mind. So we can use it, a compiler will compile it, but it will not be visible for the JVM. So this note you have to keep in mind whenever you are declaring or providing any access specifier. You have to keep in mind that it will not be visible if you are using the protected, private, and default keyword in front of the main function. Is it clear to everybody? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
Yes, sir.
that's why we use the public keyword in the name of the main function. Now the static keyword, जैसे मैंने बोला कि it makes a method static. Static मतलब क्या? We should call the main method without creating an object. So the main intention or reason behind the static is that we can call this function विदाउट क्रिएटिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट. अभी हमें ऐसे कभी नहीं होता है कि हम डायरेक्टली ऑब्जेक्ट, जैसे ये मेरा कुछ प्रोग्राम लिखूंगा, मैं दिखाऊंगा कि हम उसको कॉल करें बट विदाउट क्रिएटिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट. सो हाउ वी कैन डू दिस, दिस इज ड्यू टू द कीवर्ड कॉल्ड एज अ स्टैटिक. सो द स्टैटिक मेथड आर द मेथड विच इन्वोक विदाउट क्रिएटिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ आपको ध्यान में रखनी है. स्टैटिक मेथड्स आर द मेथड विच आर invoked without creating an object. So that's why this keyword is always used with the main function rather than any other function. So do not need any object to call the main function. That's why we use a static keyword. Void, this is nothing but the Java method has a return type void because the keyword acknowledges the compiler that the main method does not return anything. So void is used in the reason because it doesn't return anything, so it is not returning anything back, so that's why it is we are using void. And the name main, why we are using the main name as main into the public static void main, because by default signature that is predefined by the Java virtual machine is very simple. It is calling a JVM to execute the program line by line and the execution after compiling this method. So we can also do overloading. I can show you that we can this is a question been asked in interview, can we overload, मतलब हम एक क्लास के अंदर दो दो मेन फंक्शन लिख सकते क्या? Yes, we can write it, but the syntax we have to change it whenever we are doing overloading with the main function. So this I want expecting that you should note it. This is the most important question been asked in interview. Can we overload the main function? Yes. Overload मतलब क्या? हम एक main function दो बार use कर सकते क्या वही class के अंदर? So yes, the answer is yes, but the way of execution will be somewhat different. So the fourth argument will be your string arg that will be written into the main function. But what is this main function? It accepts a group of strings which will help which are called a string array, and it can hold the command line arguments in the form of string. So main function will be written like this. It will be containing the arguments in the format like this. So string args, it is nothing but the array of string that will be maintaining some command line arguments that will be passed. You can use this function for implementation. So whenever we are using with this args in the array, it is a string type, and it means that it can store a group of strings only. So you can store a group of strings, no integer, no character. Remember, this array can also store a group of numbers also, but in the form of string format. So we can work with the number also, but the thing is that we need to typecast it. यानी हम उसको अगर नंबर में ही नहीं कंसिडर करेंगे, आपने नंबर डाला तो ले लेंगे, but it will be considered as a string. So value which is passed to the command line arguments, that is in the main function, is called as an argument. So if you are passing something into this main function, that is called as an argument. So the command line arguments are already been defined with the same things. So this is what we is called as a main public static void main. Now we'll talk about the methods, how the remaining methods apart from main function, how they are declared. So whenever we are writing any method, we will be using this standard signature of how to write a function. So first will be the access specifier, second will be the return type, third one will be the name of the method, and fourth will be the argument parameters. And into bracket we will be writing a method signature. So four things: access specifier, return type, method name, and parameter list for one parameter or two parameter or three parameter or zero parameter. But these three things are most important. So you have to be very precise whenever you are declaring any function. Access specifier should be there, data type should be there, there is return type, and the name of the method. So these three things are most important as far as the declaration of method is concerned. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Parameter number can change 1 2 3 4 or 0 also, no issue about that. Now method signature we have seen. Down the access specifier, जैसे मैंने अभी बताया कि we can use access specifier in front of this. What all keywords we can use into this public, this place. We can use public. I have already specified. We can use public, we can use private, we can use protected, and we can use default also. But default we do not use we do not use any access specifier in this method declaration, because by default if you are not giving anything, if आपने अगर लिख दिया int sum, that by default it will be the default keyword will be added over here. तो वो default लिखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. But if you want to use among this public, private, and protected, you have to use the keyword like this one. So you have to use this public, private, or protected. But don't use default, because there is no need. If you don't write anything, that will be considered as a default. Is it clear to everybody now? 3 access specifier, and fourth one is the freely available. That is no need for you to write it. Yes, any doubts as far as the declaration?
No, sir.
Okay. Then return type मैंने जैसे बोला, return type can be anything. It can be object, it can be a collection, it can be a void, or it can be any data type. So return में यानी यहाँ के declaration में आप यहाँ पर integer लिखा है, वहाँ पर आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. क्या लिख सकते हैं? You can use integer, float, double string. We call this a data type. You can return object also. आप object भी return कर सकते हैं. That we'll see in examples of some databases. In those places we can use the object. We can use a collection also. There is a separate chapter for collection framework that will be returning an array or a set or a heap or a tree, anything can be written. और जिस अगर आपको कुछ नहीं भेजना, the fourth one is void. So only 4 categories you can return: data type, object collection, object, third one is collection, and fourth one is void. So only 4 things can be written from this functions. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the name, it is a unique name you have to write. Whenever you are writing into class, you have to write a unique name that will be used to define the name of the method. So for example, you can use a function like subtraction or subtract or like that one. In the name, it is user defined. जैसे मैंने बोला कि it is defined by the user. You can write any name of your choice, but it should start with S, because we have learned in morning session that the name of the function should always start with lowercase, followed by the text. अगर आपका नाम बड़ा है, जैसे add circle, so add A should be written in lowercase and circle का C should be written in uppercase. Now the parameter list, जैसे मैंने बोला कि parameter you can add any number of parameters, minimum 0, maximum any number of parameters you can add into your functions. So अगर maximum you are using, तो you have to use a comma as a separator. So first parameter comma second parameter comma third parameter should be encased in whenever you are writing with the parameter list. And then last one, there is a method body, जिसके अंदर आपका actual logic रहेगा. So method body should be written in the parenthesis, and that should be containing your logic. Whatever logic you have written, that will be in this main function. Now how to name a function, जैसे मैंने बोला कि method will be a verb, and it should start with the lowercase. So these things you have to keep in mind. So for example, I want to use a function, so I will be writing a sum. It is a verb. Verb म्हणजे काय, क्रियापद. Okay. Area of the circle. Example में बता रहा हूँ आपको. This is multiple word. If it is single word, you have to write like this, sum. And if you are using multiple words, यानी एक से ज़्यादा word, लेकिन जैसे यहाँ पर लिख रहा है area of O of, it should be written in uppercase, then circle C is written in uppercase. So area of circle, या फिर आप लिख सकते हैं string comparison. So this type of name you have to use whenever you are working with multiple words के ऊपर. And whenever you are working with a single word, you have to use direct name, that is sum, add, area. Okay. So this is what we expected, and it is also possible that this method can have the same name. जैसे मैंने बोला, in the concept we called it as a method overloading. Method overloading मतलब वही नाम, but that can be having with some different flavors. Okay, now the type of method will be going into detail. The type of method, these are two types of method. One is predefined method and one is user defined method. Predefined मतलब क्या है? The function which are already written by somebody else. That is, James Gostin has already written. Now this function, the predefined functions, I will be highlighting with some another color, so this will be visible for you. These predefined functions or predefined methods are there. These are already defined in the Java class libraries. These are already defined in the Java class library. That's why we called it as a predefined. Already it has been written, and we sometime we call it as a standard library method also, standard library method, or we call it as a built-in method also. So choice is yours, what type of name you want to give. Either give built-in method or standard library method or predefined method, इसमें कोई फर्क नहीं गिरता. For example, we have an example that is length function, then there is equal function, compare to function, square root function. So these are some functions which are already present into your programming language, into your libraries. Library matlab the code which is already written and which is stored in the library. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Just like this, print is also there. Print function is also there, which is present into this package, that is java.io package, and name of the class is print stream. उसके अंदर भी ये print function है. These are called as a predefined, यानी वो हम directly use करते हैं. जैसे हम इस program के अंदर, या अगर हमने छोटा सा example लिया है, this is small example. I am creating a class, I am writing a main function, और उसके अंदर मैंने लिखा है system.out.println, and इसके अंदर मैंने math.max function use किया. This is predefined. ये max function कहाँ पर है? It is already present into java.lang package, उसके अंदर math नाम की क्लास है, उसके अंदर ये present है, and we have done this program previously. So this function is called as a user defined function, or sorry, predefined function. This is already written, so we can use this function. So what are the simple examples of this is main function, then your max function or your print function. This type of functions we basically called as predefined function. Okay, if you want to refer, you can refer the doc.org.com website, where we will get all the details about what is predefined functions. So it is just like this simple statement, that is you are passing into this one. Okay, सो रेडीमेड अगर जब भी हम कोई चीज़ रेडीमेड पढ़ते हैं या फिर यूज़ करते हैं, तो हमें हमेशा उसका डिक्लेरेशन क्या है वो समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है, एंड फॉर दैट रीज़न वी नीड टू रेफर दिस वेबसाइट फ्रिक्वेंटली, क्योंकि अगर आप यूज़ करें तो इसके इनपुट क्या है और इसका रिटर्न टाइप क्या है, ये स्टैटिक है क्या, ये किस तरीके के फंक्शंस आप लिख के रखा है, तो उसका स्ट्रक्चर आपको समझने के लिए यू हैव टू गो फॉर doc.org.com. दिस इज द वेबसाइट वेर यू विल गेट अ प्री डिफाइंड ऑल द फंक्शंस. ओके, and whenever you are working with this, you should be very precise. ready-made जो चीज़ कर रहे हैं, you should be very precise with the access specifier उसका क्या है. then you need to go for whether it is access modifier उन्होंने static use किया है क्या. then you have to go for the its return type also, कि उसका रिटर्न टाइप क्या है, एंड यू हैव टू गो फॉर द नेम ऑफ द फंक्शन ऑल्सो, जैसे यहाँ पर दिया मैक्स, और उसके पैरामीटर भी आपको पता होना चाहिए, तभी आप उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. इफ़ यू आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ द सिंटैक्स ऑफ द प्री डिफाइंड फंक्शन, हम उसको यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. यू विल बी जनरेटिंग सम एरर वेन एवर यू आर यूजिंग दिस रेडीमेड फंक्शंस. नाउ the second category of methods is user defined methods. now user defined methods मतलब क्या, जो हम खुद लिख सकते हैं, यानी we can write a functions. so whenever the method which are been written by the user मतलब क्या, programmer, any programmer who writes the program and who writes a method is called as a user defined method. okay, so what is user defined method? User defined method is a method that is been written by the developer or a programmer for his problem solution. okay, so how to write it? Very simple. You can use this syntax, that is access specifier, then your what is this static? if I am saying this is access specifier, then what is this?
Keyword.
which keyword is, इसको कौन सी कैटेगरी का कीवर्ड है? if I am saying this is access specifier, then what is this? I have already explained you. it is return type. what is it?
Return type.
okay, access specifier, return type, method name, and this one. क्या ये return type है? static, it is a keyword, ध्यान में रखना है. whenever I write any function, integer, float, double, string, and an object, these are called as return type. but if I am using a static in front of the name, this is a keyword. this is a keyword, ध्यान में रखना है. access specifier and followed by the static keyword. static is a keyword, it is not a return type. what is return type? it is void, integer, float, double, string, array. these are the return types. okay, so same thing I was asking just in a different way, that so that मेरे को देखना था कैसे आप उसको maintain करते हैं. so this static is nothing but a keyword, this is return type, void, and this is the name of the function, and these are the parameters. so int num, the 1 2 3 4 and 5, maximum 5, minimum 4. अगर ये स्टैटिक कीवर्ड आपने यूज़ नहीं किया तो मिनिमम 4 पैरामीटर्स, 4 कीवर्ड्स यू विल बी यूजिंग वेन एवर यू आर डिफाइनिंग एनी फंक्शन. सो दिस इज़ द ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग आई वांट टू स्पेसिफाई. ये एक छोटा सा प्रोग्राम हम करेंगे दैट विल बी यूज फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ वन थिंग, दैट इज़ हाउ टू कॉल और इन्वोक यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन, यानी हम इस फंक्शन को कैसे कॉल कर सकते हैं. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. you can create a function and you can call the function. so just like this is scan, and उसके अंदर वाला जो function, this is user defined, sorry, it's a predefined function, because the scan और ये next int जो function है, ये scanner class के अंदर ही ये already बना के रखा हुआ है. this is, we call it as a predefined. but if I am writing a function like this, find even odd number, so this is, if I am writing like this, it is called as a user defined. so simple example के लिए हम जाएंगे. one small example, you just practice it at home. so even and odd program number हम अभी search करेंगे, यानी you will be accepting a number from the user and that will be checked, and after checking it you will be defining it whether the number is even or not. if for example, if I say, if I enter a number 12, the output should be 12 is even. if I am entering like this, enter, if it asks for a, enter the number, and if I enter 1, it means 1 is odd number. Odd म्हणजे सम संख्या आणि विषम संख्या. हा, even means sum and odd means विषम. ओके, असं मला वाटतं ना क्या. Now whenever I am writing this code, it is very simple. मैंने हर बार बताया कि we have to use this scanner class for because we are accepting the number from the screen. So the name of the class, and into main function we will be writing a code. So in the main function I am writing the code. So this is the only simple. ये code मैं क्या करता हूँ, copy कर देता हूँ, and I am just opening my program. One second. Now this code only tomorrow the session will be there. Day after tomorrow there is a holiday, so I am expecting that you should complete some assignments. Tomorrow's morning session will be giving you assignments for 2 or 3 days, so that it will be very much flexible for you to run your programs. Those students who have joined first time, again I will be creating one project, and into that I will be adding my files, and we will be starting the assignments. Okay. So what is there in code, we just will have content. Scanner class will be scanning the content from the user. If I enter anything, the number will be cached, it will be stored into variable, and find even odd, this is the function that will be called from this main function. So internally we are calling from this without creating any object. So this function will be called, and whenever we are calling this function, because when I am saying that this function is static, इसका मतलब मुझे उसकी object करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, I can call him directly. So static keyword will help us to call a function without creating an object, or without using the object. So that will be using. Okay, so again I am starting from start. I am creating new project, file, new. If you are new, first time using this one, after installation you go for new. Whether if this is not there, Java project, if it is not there, अगर आपको यहाँ पर नहीं मिल रहा, go into others. यहाँ पर बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं, इसमें जाना है हमें जावा में, और यहाँ पर जाने के बाद यू जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दिस जावा प्रोजेक्ट. ओके, you click first time next, automatically you first it will ask you the name of the project. So I will call it as a January. Okay, January. Okay, January. अभी जनवरी के असाइनमेंट्स हम इसके अंदर डालेंगे. डोंट डू एनीथिंग, इट विल बी कैचिंग द JRE फाइल्स, कहाँ पर वो प्रेजेंट है, क्योंकि आपके पास जावा इंस्टॉल है. आई एम सेइंग नेक्स्ट, एंड ऑटोमेटिकली सोर्स फोल्डर विल बी क्रिएटेड. और मैंने जो बोला था ना यूजर डिफाइन लाइब्रेरीज, सो दिस आर द यूजर डिफाइन लाइब्रेरीज, और इसके अंदर सब कोड्स ऑलरेडी बना के रखा हुआ है जेम्स गोस्लिन ने. these are all jar files we will be using into this program. हमें वो पता नहीं, internally it will be accessible. Okay, so the source folder will be there, and I'm seeking finish. So automatically the January folder is there in front of me. I'm closing this window, this also being closed. Now I want to use this program. So ये मेरे program में ये मेरा नाम file का नाम है, that is even odd. So I'm just copying the name and I'm moving over here. January, उसके अंदर source folder है, right click, करना है, no left click, right click, new, then a class, and I will be typing the name of the class. So here it will be the even class. So even or odd, whatever name you want to give it. तो यहाँ पर उन्होंने बोला द यूजर ऑफ द डिफॉल्ट पैकेज इज डिस्कवरेबल. तो यहाँ पर आपको जो पैकेज का नाम देना, सो आई विल से दैट दिस इज अ टेस्ट. सो दैट्स इट. सो इट विल बी क्रिएटेड, देन दिस इज मेन फंक्शन, एंड आई एम पेस्टिंग इनटू दिस वन. So automatically this will be there. Now I will be passing this code. This is the code. I'm just copying the code, और ये पूरा कोड यहाँ पर डाल देता हूँ because मुझे पता है उसका नाम even odd है. Okay, so I am saving it. Okay, now this code is in front of me. Very simple. scanner will be there, enter number बताएगा. If I enter number, it will be scanned and it will be stored into the variable called as a num. Then I will be calling one function that will be doing a operation. The name of the function is find even number. Okay, so this will be called, but this function I am writing outside the main function. So outside the main function, so I am just minimizing the main function. So this is the name of the function, that is find even odd. उसके अंदर ये जो नंबर आएंगे उसको आपने लिया है, and I will be checking whether if it is mod, I mean, if any number is being divided and if the remainder is 0, it means the number is even. And if I divide a number with 2 and if it is returning some number apart from 0, it is called as an odd number. So this is the only basic logic, and I will be running this program by just clicking on this one. So I am again minimizing it. I am in an actual screen. At the bottom you will get an output. Now I am running this by clicking this run button. So sorry. So it is not getting saved. Okay. So now so enter number. If I enter 12, the output will be, sorry, what is the line? Line number 23. One second. Okay. ये मेरे से सेव करते समय हो गया. 1 second. Okay. So if I enter 12, so this is say that this is an even number, and if I enter any non-even number, if I am entering 13, sorry. So if I am entering 13, so it will be an odd number. Okay, so 13 is an odd number. So very simple program. Now in this program I have done with this format. What is the format? I have not created object because I have not used a main function into this, और मैंने इसके अंदर इस तरीके से ये प्रोग्राम किया. अगर इसी को ही मेरे को अलग तरीके से करना है तो आई जस्ट कॉपी दिस कोड, फाइल न्यू, और मैं और एक क्लास बनाता हूँ that is even odd demo, another class with main function, and I will be finishing writing over here. And what I'll do is that I will copy this code, I'll paste it over here, then I am copying the code that will be doing operation over here. So मैं कमेंट निकाल देता हूँ. It's very simple code. Simple code I have done, and I have saved it, and the name of the file is even odd demo. Okay, so I have written, I am formatting it. Right click, format कैसे करना है इसको? Right click, select करना है सबको, format में जाना है, source में जाना है, और source में जाके इसको format बोलना है. If you do this, this will be very systematic. जैसे आपने टाइप किया था उससे efficiently दिखाई देता है आपको. So same code, but I have written into some different way because I have not created any function. It will be getting executed. So again 12. Now ये check कैसे करना है? Which file is running? You just check the name. It is even odd demo. What is the name of my class? It is even odd demo. And here the class which is running, it is even odd demo. Okay, and I am entering 122. So this is an even number. Is it clear to everybody? So I have done the program with function also, like this, and without function also, like this. Yes, is it okay to everybody, the code? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now same way you can try for addition number also. Addition of two numbers using static keyword. Same example, you can do it with addition of two numbers. You will get two more numbers will be getting added. Okay. Now static method, we have already gone into static method, this type of keywords कि जिसकी arithmetic नाम का हमने functions use किया था, वो आप example में देखा होगा. This if any function is given a static, उसका object नहीं करके हम उसको directly call कर सकते. No need for calling this one. Okay. So this is we have created. Then instance method instance method ये जो है मैं ये भी आपको दिखा देता हूँ. This is instance method example. 1 second. Just test, right click, new or class and just pasting the name. डोंट पुट, देखो यहाँ पर क्रॉस आ गया, इसका मतलब क्या है, इसमें स्पेस आ चुके हैं. इफ देर इज नो स्पेस देर विल बी नो एरर मैसेज. ओके, so never enter a space like this. If you are entering space at the starting, it will be generating the error. If you are entering space at the end, it will be again generating then error message. So never enter a space into the name of a class. Now class name should not be an without, it should be without any spaces. Okay, this is the only declaration I will be creating. और हमारा ये जो कोड है, मैं अब ये टाइप करने में वेस्ट नहीं करूँगा आपका टाइम. दैट्स इट. आई एम कॉपिंग द कोड and moving over here and I'm just pasting it. Okay, so this is what you call as instance method example. यानी इसके comments में निकाल देता हूँ. How to here we have created a object using a new keyword and we have called this system.out.println. This is some method and we are doing the object dot add. Now this object I am passing a parameter to this add function. This add function I have written outside this main class. I have written outside the main class. Okay, now this is a declaration of any variable s, that is for output. Number का result, हम इसको result भी बोल सकते हैं. I can call it as a result also. So result will be like this and I returning a result. Okay, so two variables will be passed from this function and this will be called over here. यहाँ पर आ जाएंगे, यहाँ पर आप उसके साथ manipulation करेंगे, addition, and it will be returning the result by using the keyword called as return. So this returning the result will be returned back into this part and we will be getting the output over here. Okay, so when I run this program, I am getting output 12 plus 13 is equal to 25. Okay, so we call it as instance method call. Instance method मतलब क्या, object and you are calling this function within the any function or calling this function from any other function. That is instance method example. Yes. Then when there is access method and mutator method, you just read it and you just go into detail about what is exactly the methods are there and you implement this code. There is one more method, जैसे मैंने बोला था abstract method, यानी जिस method में सिर्फ declaration होता है उसको हम abstract बोलते हैं. यानी for example, I am writing a demo method and this is I am writing a class demo और उसके अंदर एक function है जिसका सिर्फ declaration है. There is no logic. So we this type of definition we call as an abstract. ये मैंने कल already सिखाया था what is abstract method. So any method whose name is preceded with abstract, that method becomes abstract method. मतलब क्या, इस method को आपको inherit करना पड़ेगा कोई अलग class में और यहाँ पर इसका definition आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. So the same demo method is inherited into this my class and this my class will be implementing it. Just I will copy this code and this will be ready for you. I will be saving this file with my class. Okay, so my class से मैं इसको save कर देता हूँ. So file, sorry, source test में जाना, right click, new and class and best pasting it as my class 1 ऐसा या फिर my class ही देता हूँ उसका नाम and just pasting it. Okay, and just copying the code from this part to this part without any keyword like this. Okay, and I am pasting over here. Okay, so now there are two classes. This is one class and this is another class. So I can write two classes, but मैंने पहली बार भी बताया था आपको, जब भी आप दो दो तीन तीन क्लास एक इसमें लिख रहे हैं तो ध्यान में रखना है कि जिस क्लास में मेन है उसी क्लास से उस फाइल को सेव करना है. सो आई एम जस्ट रिमूविंग द कमेंट सो दैट इट विल बी विजिबल फॉर यू. सिंपल कोड विल बी विजिबल. ओके, सो दिस इज द क्लास माई क्लास और वही नाम से मैंने इस फाइल को सेव किया. दिस इज माई क्लास and I have extended the demo class. Now this is class is abstract class. Abstract मतलब क्या, जिसका अंदर सिर्फ एक फंक्शन है और जिसका कुछ लॉजिक ही नहीं, जिसके अंदर कुछ लॉजिक लिखा ही नहीं है. Okay, only declaration. So whenever you are creating this type of classes, you need to import these classes into your main class. So wherever you want to use it, you just import this class and here you can write your logics. Here you can write your logic. Okay, so I have written this logic for the display function here कि मुझे सिर्फ आउटपुट डिस्प्ले करना है. दिस इज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड. आई एम जस्ट क्रिएटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द अपर क्लास ओके एंड माई क्लास, देखो सी हाउ दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज क्रिएटेड, ये अलग तरीके का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करना पड़ता है, आपको ध्यान में रखना है. दिस इज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट, we are creating object of abstract class because demo is on the left hand side. We are creating the object of demo which is an abstract class, and by taking the help of new keyword and we are taking a reference from your current class, आपके current class का reference क्योंकि आपके class में आप बना रहे. So your my class on right hand side and the upper class that is abstract class on the left hand side, object is created. Now you can access this function, you are accessing this function by using this object obj.display. और इसका डेफिनेशन आपने ऊपर नहीं लिखा है, दिस इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. यू आर राइटिंग दिस डिस्प्ले फंक्शन लॉजिक विद इन दिस क्लास, आपने इस क्लास के अंदर ही लिखा है इसको. सो द लॉजिक डिक्लेरेशन इज इन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास एंड डेफिनेशन इज इन द क्लास विच हैज एक्सटेंडेड द parent class. You have to do this one, that's it. Now this is very simple example that will be displaying output called as an abstract method. Okay, so this is abstract method you are getting. Is it clear to everybody now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now factory method. Factory method मतलब क्या? It is a method that return the object to a class on which it belongs. So all static methods are factory methods. So जो जितने methods जो static है वो factory method हम उसको बोलते हैं. For example, I will call it as a number format. This is object and number format dot get number instance. So ये static class है, तो हमें इसका object को use करना है, function को use करना है. So we need to call this class. So this is one thing you have to keep in mind as far as the factory methods are concerned. Now as an assignment, I am expecting from today the things which I have shared you on the group, the things which I have shared you on a group, I am expecting ये पूरे आगे वाले 1-1.5 घंटे में आपको ये सब कुछ आपके इस बुक में असाइनमेंट में उसको कंप्लीट करना है. एंड यू हैव टू राइट अ कोड, जितने भी कोड, जैसे मैंने इसमें 2-3 एग्जांपल्स दिए हैं, देन आई हैव गिवन सम एग्जांपल्स इनटू अपर, इसमें भी दिए है मैंने. आपको सिर्फ कोड को रेफर करना है और उसको आउटपुट देखना है, उसका क्या एग्जैक्टली आउटपुट आ रहा है. ओके, तो मॉर्निंग 2 मैंने ऑलरेडी शेयर करे, ये तीसरा मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ. यूज दिस वन. ओके, so use this one and you just implement it in your real life application. I don't want to take your more time. You use your time for implementation now rather than watching a video. Okay, so we have gone through naming, उसमें कुछ नहीं था, but object and classes में there are multiple things you have to analyze. ये मैंने सुबह दिखाए थे आपको. In morning session we have already gone through the how to create an object, how to create a class, and there are lot many examples. You just try it, type it, you execute it, and after execution you write it in your separate 200 pages notebook. There is no restriction for you for the indexing. Leave 3 pages for indexes and at the end you can write it in the index कि आपने कौन कौन से प्रोग्राम किए. But in 200 pages you start writing a code. Don't you write directly, first implement it, run it, get a output, get a confirmation, and then only you write it into your 200 pages notebook. Okay, any doubts, any questions you want to ask as far as the class declaration and methods and naming conventions are concerned? Yes, anyone, any doubts? Yes, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
मैं ये आपको स्क्रीन क्यों दिखा रहा हूँ फिर से एक बार, इट इज़ टेकिंग सम टाइम, बट कौन कौन से प्रोग्राम आप कर सकते हैं ये आपके सामने आ जाएगा. ओके, तो आई हैव ऑलरेडी शेयर, मेरे ख्याल से सबने देखा है वो वीडियो, ये मैंने जो भेजा है आपको. सो यू कैन इम्प्लीमेंट लॉट मेनी फंक्शंस आर देयर. आई हैव ऑलरेडी रिटन मेनी कोड इनटू दिस वन. यू यूज दिस कोड, जैसे new keywords and all those things. So these are the examples where you have created an object. You implement this one. Okay, then objects, different types of object creation, you refer this one and you just save this and run this, how the output is getting, whether you are getting the correct output or not. So implement this all and you just write it into your 200 pages notebook. Lot many examples are there. बहुत सारे examples हमने लिए इसके ऊपर में. Orally मैंने लिए, practical you demonstrate in your practicals book and then only the concepts will be getting clear, otherwise it will not get clear. Okay, so lot many, see, lot many programs have already we have covered this one, okay, in the morning session. Anonymous classes and everything, maximum things I have already covered. You just go and implement this one, you will get a very good output. Okay, and after execution you go for this, we have already covered into a practical session, but again go for the real world example on accounting also, how to debit and credit the amount into your account. So this example we have already done, but do this one also. Okay, so this is assignment for the day. I am expecting that you should be completing this within today itself. Okay, if you have any doubts you can speak with me now. No doubts? Yes, anyone,
sir.
any doubts? No doubts? Okay, then we'll stop for the day, and you start your assignments practically. If you have any doubt, you can share your screen in tomorrow's session so that we can go through to your errors, and we can check out what is exactly going wrong into the program. Okay, so good day. Okay.